We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Allen running the option to the left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver, where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. And on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches, both of them made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And Sean Payton won a Super Bowl as the head coach of the Saints. This is going to be fun to see that match wins.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment.
Here we go.
The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's got room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. 11.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Second and 10.
11. 21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run with Hines. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Nyheim Hines, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here is 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
This is Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to Troutman right side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
The 9-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Diggs going in motion right. A final shot before half for Allen. Here's a quick throw right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Devontae Adams, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 77 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Throwing is Allen on third. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Alert! What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
54-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
12, fellas, here we go. We had.
To throw is Garoppolo. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Garoppolo now. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
11.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Allen. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look over the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you got to put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Allen. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Allen now on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. There he goes, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now 2nd down and a few inches. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Allen. Connects with Duvernay, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This is 1st and 10.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos.
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Oh, he stays up.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help them snatch away a victory.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, Hines, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here we go. One, Omaha. Hey, alert.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helm. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. O'Connell looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're 1 drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They juked him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
From the 41, here's second and 6. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Counter play with Jacobs. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And a short gain down to about the 33. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.